What does AfRAka mean? Academia has chosen the term Negroid to classify the Afrakan race. However, several other unofficial names are being used, including Black, Nubian, and African. All these terms refer to the indigenous inhabitants of the continent known as Africa and our direct descendants. Although physically diverse, the indigenous people of Africa are racially connected by way of key genetic characteristics, most prominently dark skin and tight curly hair. So when someone uses the word African to refer to a Nigerian, a South African, or a Kenyan, they are referring to race rather than that person's nationality or tribe. When someone uses the terms Negro, Black, or Nubian to refer to an Afro-American, an Afro-Caribbean, an Afro-Latino, or an Afro-European person, they are also referring to that person's race and not their nationality. Do most of us really know what the word Africa means? Did we give ourselves the definition, or did someone else? One of the most valuable things that a person can possess next to a good education is a strong personal identity. One has to be very careful therefore to ensure that you are the one that defines your own identity instead of someone else defining it for you. Dohgons have defined our identity as Afrakan, and while the term may appear similar, it is unlike the words African or Afrikaans in that it has a meaning that is defined by us and not European colonizers. AfRAka means first, sun, soul. Af means first, as in the first humans on the planet. Many so-called historians would like to whitewash history, but they know that once they do, their foundation will be pulled out from beneath their feet. Therefore, the only direction that they can take is to rely on false concepts that tell them that they are at the forefront of an evolutionary process, or that a god created them to take dominion over everyone else. Whichever direction they take, they know that the African is the only genetically complete human being, the first of whom was Mother Tang, followed shortly after by Father Tang. Both emerged through a permutation process out of pure dark energy waves about 1 million years ago on the banks of Lake Tanganyika. Every other race is a mutation from the original. The colonizers have since renamed Tanganyika Tanzania. Ra means sun, and while Afrikaans are the people of the sun, we do not worship the sun. We are simply acknowledging the sun as a life-sustaining source of energy. Although the sun emits very dangerous radiation, the melanin that enriches our skin is a protective agent that allows us to tolerate the sun's harsh effects while we benefit from its unseen energies. Stars are the first physical entities to manifest in the physical universe. When a star is able to sustain life on a planet it births through the process of its creation, we call it a sun. Stars also act as conduits to the pure dark energy waves of the abstract unseen universe through their carbon core. Ka means soul. A soul is an energy field that is generated by a living organism. People, animals, plants, and even water can generate a soul, since water is one step below life. A soul develops over time to be good or bad according to the internal energy it germinates. Bad energy creates a demonic soul, while good energy attracts the spiritual energy of the universe. And since spirit cannot be bad or become corrupted, it acts to enrich a good soul to one day transform into spiritual energy. Afrikaans are the foremost of all souls because we have a functioning energy receptor in our brain which can be calibrated to harness the full power of pure dark energy waves, spirit. That receptor is called the pineal gland, and once it is functioning correctly, you as a soul will have a better chance of transforming into a spirit. Spirit is the omnipotent abstract energy of the universe. It cannot be created, destroyed, or corrupted by physical matter. As your soul begins to function under the influence of spiritual energy, you will have no choice but to function with fairness, equity, and accountability. That is because pure dark energy waves carry in them all the truths of the universe. With the loss of a spiritual connection to the universe, most humans have become devilish in our mentality. Afrikaans can and a lot have become mentally devilish, while some races cannot help being devilish due to their physiology. The calcification of their pineal glands has resulted in severe unaccountable and devilish behavior that has corrupted all humanity. In their attempt to mimic the greatness of Afrikaans that they encountered in Egypt, the spiritless people created religions, but those religions only led to more devilish behavior that has resulted in the deaths of billions of people so far. The colonization of Africa resulted in the corruption of most Afrikaans. The result is that most Black and African people today suffer from desire dependency. Desire dependency is a mental state in which Black people function under the control of life instead of being guided by the spirit. In this state, people live to fulfill their wants and desires. Specifically, uncontrolled happiness. They want money, fame, sexual pleasure, and most of all to go to a paradise they call heaven to live with the gods others indoctrinated them into believing in. They attempt to control their desires for happiness by focusing on serving their gods, but no matter how much faith they develop, they don't know that their desires still rule, because now they desire heaven. Sadly, now most of their false beliefs are falling apart. It's evident in the way people are becoming disillusioned and are turning to suicide and mass murder. Afrikaans, it's time to wake up. Don't be the last to go down with a sinking ship like good slaves. The Dohgons are on a mission to return the African mind to a state of fairness, equity and accountability. Professor Momo has the tools that are designed to get your pineal gland decalcified and working properly. You may be Afrakan or a descendant of Afrikaans, but once you rediscover your true origin, you too will develop a conscious desire to redefine your identity. We believe that at that time you will also want to identify yourself as an Afrikaan.